Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you one more time on the weekend to the shores of the Gulf Coast of Mississippi inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum here in Biloxi as your Blue Ridge Bobcats get set for the second of 6 meetings this season with the Biloxi Breakers. Brett Wiseman alongside you. John's holding things down for us in the WCGX radio studios. Bobcats coming off a thrilling 6-4 win last night, which, of course, was a little closer than I think they would have liked, and that was the message in the pregame meeting this morning, of course, after everyone was done watching USA-Canada, which on the bottom right of the score ticker at the bottom of your screen, if you're watching along with us on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network, you'll see. It was an interesting morning for all of us. Everybody kind of seemed to wake up at the start of the second period there and get things going. All went down to the lobby of the hotel for breakfast, and half of us were going nuts in overtime, and half of us were not pleased and went back to bed a little disappointed. So, fun morning nonetheless, but everybody's on the same team. Coming up here in just a few moments. Only one other game going on in the FPHL today, as you see in the bottom left corner of your screen. And it's been a barn burner first period in Baton Rouge. 7 combined goals already in that one. 5-2 the score in the first period between the Monroe Moccasins and the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Let's get you today's With Home Services starting lineup. It's going to be Anthony Schrum in between the safe and secure storage goaltending pipes, coming in with a 13-7-2 overall record, a 3.29 goals against, and a 9.12 save percentage. Raul Sharma is going to be in between the pipes for Biloxi. He comes in a 2.8-0 record, a 6.20 goals against, and an 8.73 save percentage. Starters for Biloxi, Matt Stoya, Lucas Pikarczyk, and Hugo Koch up front. And on the back end, it'll be Declan Flanagan and Brendan Spinelli. With Home Services starting lineup for your Blue Ridge Bobcats is as follows. Dustin Jesso alongside Carson Gallagher, and last night's 5-point man surpassing 300 in his FPHL career, Danny Martin. That line starts on the back end. Robin Erickson, and Philip Levac all in front of Anthony Schrum. So as we said, Martin surpassed 300 points last night, thanks to his 4 goals and 1 assist. Damon Furuseth picked up 2 goals last night, wearing a cage, and the chatter after the game was, wow, Cage Damon might actually be different. Jokingly, but as we well know, he picks it up this time of year. This was about the time in the season where Damon came to the Bobcats last year as a new signing, and if he had come just a game or 2 earlier, he would have been eligible for playoffs, but he played 14 of the necessary 15 games, so he fell 1 short of being in the playoffs last year, and I think everyone knows and thinks that it would be different, have been different last weekend last year at that time if Damon were in the lineup, but this is the time of year where he starts to come on and find his legs and find his shot, and he did that last night. An absolute menace on the forecheck and pretty much single-handedly earned himself those 2 goals. Martin picked up 4, secured the hat trick in the third period, and then sealed it with the empty netter. So those 2 gentlemen combining for all 6 goals last night. A number of guys picking up assists, though. Dustin Jesso picked up 2, more on him in a moment. But Hugh, Gallagher, Erickson, Levac, Daly, all picking up assists last night as well. So we had 1 milestone last night, over 300, goes Danny Martin. 2 short of that mark going into tonight's contest is Dustin Jesso. He sits at 298 career FPHL points after picking up those 2 apples a night ago. So for the second consecutive game, here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. We are on milestone watch here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network as the Bobcats and Breakers get set to go. We'll take a timeout. Come back and get you anthem and puck drop here on this penultimate Sunday finale, this Sunday finale, not the penultimate, last night would have been the penultimate, this Sunday finale from the shores of the Gulf Coast. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin.
Yeah, 'cause I've been known to write a few songs, loving and leaving and get too stoned. Bottle and a pistol by my side, there was always along for the ride. We ride.
It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Hard work, long roads, and getting the job done no matter the distance. That's Bottomley Enterprises. Based in Mount Airy, North Carolina, Bottomley Enterprises delivers local, regional, and team expedited long-haul over-the-road transportation services you can count on mile after mile. And if you're looking for a career that goes the distance, Bottomley Enterprises is hiring. Full-time and part-time driving positions available with weekly pay, dependable home time, 24/7 dispatch support, and 100% no-touch freight. New to the road, training is available. CDL students and recent driving graduates are welcome because everyone deserves a strong start and a solid team behind them. Learn more at bottomleyenterprises.com. Call 336-673-3058 or visit them at 452 Oak Grove Church Road in Mount Airy. Bottomley Enterprises, driven to deliver and proud supporters of your Blue Ridge Bobcats.
At Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, quality isn't optional, it's tradition. From premium evergreens to trusted farm services, we deliver the highest quality and service to our customers every time. We're also buying land and looking to lease farmland now. Visit us at 2598 Walden Furnace Road in Max Meadows or call 276-233-5604. Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, growing quality from the ground up.
The difference between a life being saved and a life not being saved is somebody having the confidence to do CPR.
What do you see? I see a delicious looking bottle of beer dripping with beauty from head to toe. She's just missing a lime. Not your ordinary lime, a lime that's pre-packaged, non-exposed to the germs most commonly found in your local exotic bars. How about we take it a step further? This pre-packaged vegan gummy is infused with real juice, electrolytes, vitamins, and is cheaper than your store-bought limes, but tastes better. A beauty she is. Fruit droppers. Keep your fingers off my fruit. Available in all fruit flavors.
All-new Blue Line Bar and Spirits, located at concession number 4 inside the Hitachi Energy Arena. Check out our brand new lineup featuring ice-cold draft beer. This month's taps include Natural Light and Seven Sisters IPA. We're also serving up a fresh selection of RTD alcoholic drinks, including screwdrivers, margaritas, Jack and Cola, Crown Royal Lemonade, Bahama Mamas, Sex on the Beach, Blue Motorcycles, and Long Island Iced Tea. So head over to Blue Line Bar and Spirits, grab your favorite drink, kick back, and enjoy the game while the Bobcats are on the prowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roar County. Crowd participation is required at all times. All patrons must roar at maximum decibel level. Roar test in 3, 2, 1. Please maintain maximum decibel level for duration of game. Thank you.
And Jody grabs two big lights. Another right over top, but right down low. Here's Jody pummeling him. Did Martin? He did! He did! It's Martin's goal! The captain has hit the century mark! Races to it. Oh, big hit! Shoots, lob, rebound. It's in! It's in! It's in! Demetrio banks it in! So got it all alone! He scores! Pops around another. He did! Score! A gold medal rendition of our national anthem this evening. You get one more look at the ticker there at the bottom of your screen. USA Hockey picking up their first men's hockey gold medal since 1980. Let's quickly take a look at the Empire Division standings. And the importance of this one cannot be understated. The Bobcats have got to have this one in regulation to take sole possession of third place. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, they'd be tied with Topeka if they picked up 2 points. Here's the issue. Topeka has 23 overall wins. That's regulation, overtime, and shootout. The Bobcats have 21 overall wins. Therefore, that's where the 2-point difference comes in as of right now. And Topeka would have the tiebreaker should this game or before us today go to overtime or a shootout. So the Bobcats have to have this one in regulation if they want to take sole possession of third place in the Empire Division. Wojtek Zemlika's message to the team before the game was, hey, last night was not our best. Let's make sure everything's buttoned up this afternoon and carry momentum into next week. The PD Ice Cats coming to town. We're playing on home ice. We don't have the best record against them, so there's one way to start out the road to fixing that, and that's winning in convincing fashion today. Danny Martin to take the draw. We're underway. Carson Gallagher chasing after it, dumped in on the tap by Hugo Koch. Sent ahead, and Jesso taps it the length. Icing waved off by the near side linesman Brian Thurnauer. Bartlett. And now in behind the net for Declan Flanagan. He'll hoist it ahead. Held in at the near point by Gallagher and rimmed low. Martin's going to chase after it. Around to the far side it goes. And on to Matthew Gellerman. He had one of the 4 Breakers goals last night. Pass is picked off by Robin Erickson. Tapped in by Jesso. Behind the net rules, Sharma bumped into by Gallagher. Now it's picked up here by Jesso. Sends it into the middle. Back to Martin, gloved by Sharma. And now cleared out by Biloxi. Comes to the hash marks. Anthony Schrum will bank it ahead. Gellerman tied up in front of the benches. That hit the skate of Gallagher on his way off the ice. Biloxi wanted the too many men on the ice penalty. Tapped in by Mercurio. Sharma blockers it over. Connor Mullins had an assist last night. He'll set up the controlled breakout behind his own cage. And now sends it on to Veilleux. Veilleux to center, picked off by Stuckless. Tried to drop it back to St. Pierre. Heavy forecheck by Carter Thornton broke that up, but nicely defended by Andrioli. Kozyrev had his pass intercepted. This is Thornton on to Fisher. He'll rip it in. Around the kick plate it goes. Picked up by St. Pierre, far corner. Near side Andrioli flips it up the wall. Kozyrev sidesteps his man and gets it to center. Lair Patakin run into by Daly. Brought back ahead, a toe drag. Nice stick right there by Andrioli to break that up. Now dumped low. Hopped below the twig of Thornton and now picked up as we have a camera issue here. There we go. Fabian Leonard moves it around the wall. Brandon Reller back in the lineup. Good to see. Leaves it for Damon Frozeth. Up the wing. Thornton tied up from behind by Reller and forced to dump it in. Near side, this is Erickson. He'll flip it ahead looking for Daly. Big hit by Daly near side. And now it's picked up by Kosh. Near side, tied up again by Daly. He left it. Centering pass for Stoya. Broken up, and Reller tried to pull a Jack Hughes right there and poke check it around a forechecker. Could not. Feroseth able to move it ahead. Reller got a piece of it to tap it into the zone, so no icing. And Biloxi will set up on the CB. Good forecheck there by McHugh, breaks it up. Pedrazov behind the net, McHugh. McHugh throws it to the point. Back down the wall. Martin. Tied up by McHugh. Martin's got it back. He'll pivot it back. Pedrazov. Here's McHugh below the goal line. Pivots on Christel. Pedrazov back to McHugh. McHugh banked to the point. St. Pierre dusts this one off. Sends it on goal. Patted away by Borodkin. Martin shot it wide from a sharp angle. Levac sends it wide, looking for a tip. None available. McHugh trying to center it. He's tied up along the half wall. Martin digs it out of there. Martin powering his way towards the net. Pedrazov score! On the backhand, Demid Pedrazov roofs it under the bar and puts the Bobcats ahead 1-0 on the first shot on goal of the contest. One shot, one goal, 1-0. With 16:18 to go in the Aschenbach Ford first period. Great shift in the offensive zone there. All started about a full minute before that with McHugh on the forecheck. McHugh's going to pick up a secondary assist on that. Levac backhands it ahead. Mercurio taps it over Kozyrev. He'll go rink wide. Stuckless shoots it over the glove of Sharma and over the net. Kozyrev near side, couldn't keep it alive. Poke to center, Bartlett. And leaves it over. Here comes Gellerman. Gellerman centers it behind Mullins. Stuckless ties his man up. Mercurio trying to get it out and does. Got to the red line, past red and picked off. Veilleux onto Gellerman. Gellerman drags it, shoots it. That was a pass, actually, blocked by Andrioli. He's been in the lane so far in the first 4.5 minutes of this one. Kozyrev sets up behind the cage, gets away from Veilleux. Nice move by Andrioli through center. Pass was deflected, picked up, though, by Mercurio. Mercurio's going to wheel it around. Stuckless and Spinelli come together. Stuckless trying to center for Andrioli. That's broken up. Oh, big hit right there on Thornton by Reller. And now Dennis Rodchenko plays it ahead. Justin Daly into the zone he goes. Daly weaving his way, dropped it. Furuseth the shot right on, patted away by Sharma. Now back the other way. Here's a one-on-one chance. That's broken up again by Erickson. That pass off a skate and out to center in a foot race for it now. Reller's on his horse. Reller, Furuseth couldn't settle it down. Reller poked it into the blue paint and it nearly leaked in behind an extremely aggressive Sharma. That was one thing that Dustin Jesso noted in the pregame meeting, kind of assuming that Sharma was going to go, was how aggressive he is. Here's Hugo Koch right in, drop pass, shut down by Schrum. Behind the net, sends it to Koch. That's broken up by the stick of Jesso. Backhanded on, picked off. Hack and whack time in the hash marks. Koch shut down by the glove. They score. Koch, great effort. Puts the rebound home and ties it at 1. Two shots, both sides. And 1 goal each side now. Tough break. Bobcats were running around in the defensive zone there. And this is iced by the Bobcats, and that'll take us to our first media timeout of our Aschenbach Ford first period. Should have another good one on our hands on this Sunday afternoon. 1-1, 6 minutes into this one. We're back right after this.
Hard work, long roads, and getting the job done no matter the distance. That's Bottomley Enterprises. Based in Mount Airy, North Carolina, Bottomley Enterprises delivers local, regional, and team expedited long-haul over-the-road transportation services you can count on, mile after mile. And if you're looking for a career that goes the distance, Bottomley Enterprises is hiring. Full-time and part-time driving positions available with weekly pay, dependable home time, 24/7 dispatch support, and 100% no-touch freight. New to the road, training is available. CDL students and recent driving graduates are welcome because everyone deserves a strong start and a solid team behind them. Learn more at bottomleyenterprises.com. Call 336-673-3058 or visit them at 452 Oak Grove Church Road in Mount Airy. Bottomley Enterprises, driven to deliver and proud supporters of your Blue Ridge Bobcats.
Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a back to action here in Biloxi. Brett Wiseman alongside you. 1-1 our score. Icing was waved back off. So we drop it at center. St. Pierre in the defensive zone is held in by Gellerman. Now backhand to the head, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Jesso weaving his way through center. Jesso, Biloxi able to get back. Here's Martin near side, trying to shoot it. That one's blocked by a crouching Flanagan. Martin dug it out of the scrum there. St. Pierre at center. It's knocked away by Veilleux. Puck's loose at the line. Gallagher able to pitchfork it ahead to center. Martin back to Jesso. Nicely moved on to St. Pierre. He's in. Blocked away by Sharma. And pivoted back over for Jesso now. Jesso wheels on Gellerman. Jesso trying to feather it into the middle. Thought better of it. Sends it to the point. Andrioli down low. Tapped on. Save made by Sharma. Creative little play right there by St. Pierre to throw an off-speed pitch. I can make those jokes now that spring training started. Threw a change-up towards the net, and it was redirected by Gallagher. Shots are now 4-3 in favor of the Bobcats. Mercurio to take the draw. He's tied up off it. Brought back behind the cage. Petrezov, the goal scorer for the Bobcats. And it's sent on to Lair Patakin. Patakin across the line. Dropped it back for Hugo Koch. Koch near side, goes down the wall looking for Pikarczyk. That's broken up by the stick of Rodchenko. Erickson was tied up, and now it's hoisted ahead. Pedrasov charging ahead with it, overskated it, dropped it back nicely. McHugh lost the handle, tried to get fancy. Kosh centers it. Spinelli had it knocked away as he tried to get fancy. So we're even on that. Patakin goes D to D with it. Gets it back near side inside the circle. Crossing pass there was Stoya. And Patakin will set up behind his own cage, the former Bobcat and Watertown Wolf. Christo for Carter Thornton. Through his own defensive zone and now dumps it in from center. Anthony Schrum fanned on the rim. Schleps pass towards the middle is blocked. Dug out behind the net by Thornton. Banked to the point. Mullins could not hold it in. And he's tried to send it back into the zone, but it's picked off by the Bobcats. Here's Reller. Drop pass Furusev. Furusev shots off a stick and goes to the far side. Lavak will try and keep it alive here along the half wall. Lost the handle on it. Poked behind the net. Furusev again hounding here on the forecheck with help from Reller. Reller wraps it in front. Couldn't get it on goal. Fisher left it behind. Daly pivots with it to the far side. Sachets his way into the slot. A shot blocked. St. Pierre picks it up at center. That stung Trey Fisher. Furusev dumps it in, takes the hit to make the play. Reller using that 6-foot-plus frame, that 6'5" frame. Here's Daly on the intercept. Centers it. Furusev a shot. That one blocked in front as well. Trey Fisher a couple of blocks on that. And that's offside as it was deflected by a Bobcat defender at the line and then picked up by Vayu well into the zone. So we're going to whistle with 10:54 remaining here in this Ashabak Ford first period. Shots now 5-3 Bobcats. Bobcats get control here in the offensive zone. Here's Martin trying to pivot it down the wall. Gallagher battling for it in the far corner. Knocked loose and now flipped out of danger by Biloxi. Erickson gets back to it in his defensive zone. Dustin Jesso now. Jesso dangles his way around one defender. Make that two. Holy moly, what a move. Dropped it. Gallagher! Oh, just high. Held in by Andrioli, rims it around. Jesso hops to it. Big reverse hit on Spinelli. Jesso couldn't quite find Gallagher there. And now banked to the point. Rodchenko holds it in. Martin down to the circle, picked off by Bartlett. Rimmed around for Bartlett. Lost it. Martin. Dello. Jesso blocked. Martin got it back. Sticked away. Still it's loose. Still they'll battle for it. Martin dropped it back in between the skates of Stuckless and out. Lavak wins the foot race away from Kosh. Halfway through the first, 1-1. Rodchenko goes rink wide. Mullins banks it back to center. Kosh, pass ahead, knocked down. Good stick by Rodchenko. Can't get it out though. Kosh, once again, centers it. Mullins, shooting one. That's off the glove of Schrum and wide. Lavak around behind the net. Rodchenko off the glass and out. Kozyrev's on his horse, but couldn't quite get there in time to nullify the icing. Here's the good news, though. It comes at the heels of a media timeout. 9:16 to go in the first. Still 1-1. Back after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin.
Yeah, 'cause I've
It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Still 1-1 is our score. Kozyrev has it moved around him by Karchik, and now dumped back into the zone. That was off a man. So the Bobcats chase back after it after icing nullified. Lerpa taken over to Pikarchik. That's poked away by Radchenko. Now Mercurio on to Stuckless. Stuckless over to Kozyrev. He'll pivot with it, try and center it. Away from Mercurio. He gets to it indirectly. Stuckless below the goal line. Jammed it on net. And it's gloved by Sharma. 8:27 remaining now in this Aschenbach Ford first period. Shots now 6-5 in favor of the Bobcats. Tie up off the ozone draw. St. Pierre able to keep it alive. Backhanded to the far corner. McHugh pinned up. He hits the deck. We play on. McHugh out of the scrum. Petrezov to the point. That shot's blocked. Oh, no, it got on goal somehow. Andrioli got a lot of steam on that sneaky little wrister. Threw a maze of bodies in front. And Sharma had to be ready for that. Thought that was blocked on its way through, but somehow that was able to get on goal. Bobcats win it and shoot it right off the draw. Sharma able to cover it. As they're finding their offensive game now. Daly, McHugh, Petrezov. Tied up. Thrown below the goal line. Rimmed around the wall. Fabian Leonard. Leonard passed behind his intended target. McHugh couldn't quite get there in time to keep it in the zone. He'll send it on to Daly. Daly into the zone he goes. He's knocked down. Draws a penalty. Great play right there. 1-on-4. Able to draw a penalty. It's going to go on, I believe, Christel. At the 7:47 mark of the Aschenbach Ford first period, for the first time tonight, the Bobcats go to the Hitachi Energy power play. A man advantage that they were 0 for 5 on a night ago, so naturally they'd like to change that. Here's Martin to take the draw. It's won by Biloxi, who had a shorthanded goal last night. Here's Mercurio below the goal line. Snaps it to the point. Lavak over to Kozyrev. Kozyrev out top, outside the circle. Martin pivots on Thornton. Maneuvers below the goal line with it. Trying to set up the seam pass. Now to Kozyrev along the half wall. Moves into the circle. Dusts it off, dragging it. Rips it over Mercurio. Back to the point. Lavak. Rester off the glove of Sharma. Mercurio back to it. Now below the goal line. Stuckless. To the point, Lavak. Lavak in the middle, Martin back to Lavak. Snapped over to Mercurio. Mercurio below the goal line, Stuckless. Stuckless back to Mercurio. Mercurio outside the near circle, down low, Stuckless hopped over his twig. Thrown up and around, not out, held in by Lavak. Lavak down the wall, Kozyrev skate to stick. Into the circle he goes, outside the dot, below the goal line. Down low, Stuckless. One-timer, Mercurio blocked. Fisher has eaten 3 pucks so far in this first period and lost his twig on that one. 45 seconds left on the man advantage here. Here's St. Pierre. He'll drop it back for Jesso. Jesso headmans it for Daly. Daly drops it off Jesso. Over to St. Pierre. Flipped back over to Jesso. He'll glove it down, go skate to stick. Rink wide feed. Picked up by Gallagher on a deflection. Gallagher, St. Pierre. Back to Gallagher. Outside the circle, 22 seconds. Over to Jesso. He'll shoot it. Gloved by Sharma. 6:04 to go. Here in the Sachenbach Ford first period. Shots now 9-5 in favor of the Bobcats. 17 seconds left. On this Hitachi Energy power play. St. Pierre down low. Jesso couldn't get to it, and it's cleared out. Schrum will slide over to knee it down and move it ahead to St. Pierre, but that's going to about do it for this man advantage. Bobcats now 0 for 6 on their last 6 power plays. Jesso takes a trip. Delayed call coming up here on Biloxi, so right back to it. And Daly's going to skate back to center and kill a little bit more time. Drop it for St. Pierre. Now, ideally, if you're the Bobcats, you'd like to bring this down to the under 5 media timeout on the delayed call so you can try and draw something up during that. And they've almost done that. Jesso. Gave it away, and that'll do it. Touched by Thornton. Bobcats were trying to kill enough time down to the media timeout to use that as a de facto timeout and draw something up on the power play, but 7 seconds short of that. So right back to the Hitachi Energy power play. 5:07 left in the first. Levac, Kozirip. Now Martin trying to pivot it into the middle for Stuckless. Broken up. Thornton able to get it out on the dive after it was initially held in by Levac. Here it's over to Martin. Near side. Martin down low. Stuckless tapped it just wide. And Sharma diving out on top of the crease. Able to cover it. 4:42 left in the first. Buck 36 left on the man advantage when we return in a 1-1 game.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Summit America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin.
Yeah, 'cause I've been known to write a few songs, loving and leaving and getting too stoned. Bottle and a pistol by my side, there was always along for the ride. We ride.
It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw. Wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day. Back in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats and Breakers tied at 1 Bobcats with 90 seconds left on the Hitachi Energy power play, their second of the contest. Biloxi able to clear thanks to Brendan Spinelli. Schrum will leave it here. Klavak. Picked off here by Thornton, shorthanded. He had the shorthanded goal last night. Stepped up on by a couple of Bobcats and now flipped all the way back down to the other end. That'll kill the good 10, 15 seconds right there. Here's Mullins behind the net. He's pinned up by Stuckless. That's the way to go on that. Dug out of there, Martin. Sends it off the back of the cage, was trying to center it for Kozirev. Glove down and held in by Mercurio. Mercurio flicks it up the wing, Stuckless. Stuckless drop back to Mercurio. Mercurio into the circle. Down low, Martin. Back to Mercurio. Dusts it off. Now to the point, Lavak. Lavak shoots it, glove by Sharma. And he's able to keep it in the mitt. Despite Stuckless jamming away on the doorstep. Shots now 10-5 in favor of the Bobcats. 3:42 left in the first. 36 seconds left on the penalty to Lair Patakin. Gallagher wins the draw, but it pinballs out of the zone. St. Pierre on to Brandon Reller. Nice move through center. Over to Daly. Daly trying to go down low for Reller. Reller's got it. Shot it off the pad of Sharma. Rebound loose and cleared out. Now 10 seconds. Jesso, head fake. Here comes Dustin Jesso. Centers it. Reller far side. Shot blocked. Reller back to it. 2 and a 1. Reller below the goal line. Wrap special shut down. Centering feed. Gallagher got it back. Jesso shoots that one tapped wide. Daly spun away from one defender, and now we get a whistle. We have a penalty here on Brandon Reller. So the Bobcats are going to go to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill here. With 2:51 remaining in the Aschenbach Ford first period. Biloxi had a power play goal last night. Here's Pikarczyk. Left side to the point, Stoya. He had the assist on the power play goal last night. Kosh, Stoya, one-timer, gloved by Schrum with Bartlett screening him in front. Reller guilty of slashing. .238 to go in the first, $1:47 left on that slash to Reller. Kosh down the wall. Bartlett to the point, Stoya. Back down the wall to Bartlett. Bartlett looking for somewhere to go with it. Now goes rink wide. Kosh down below the goal line. Back to the circle. Cycle play here. Now moved over to Kosh. Stoya and Kosh. Kosh moving in. Shut down by Schrum. Rebound pinballs back to the point, Stoya. Gellerman between the legs of Stuckless. Back door for Pikarczyk. Couldn't handle it. 2 minutes left in the first. Gellerman back to Pikarczyk. Pikarczyk goes to the right for Stoya. Stoya back to the left. Kosh down low. Bartlett wrap chance. No dice. Stoya. $1:45 to go. Shoots deflected. They score. It's Ross Bartlett again for the second night in a row. Picks up a redirect power play goal. And Biloxi has a 2-1 lead. Shots now 11-8 in favor of the Bobcats, but they now trail 2-1 after initially going ahead 1-0. Martin takes and wins the draw. Dumped in. Here's Rodchenko. On to Martin, tapped it to center. Moved ahead. Thornton had it knocked away, picked off by Jesso. Jesso maneuvers around at center. Now on to Rodchenko. Rodchenko battling for it along the wall, broken up and cleared out. Rodchenko, final minute of the first coming up, 70 seconds left in the Sachenbach Ford first period. Rodchenko will stretch it on to Gallagher. Taps it into the zone around Fisher, but cleared back out by Biloxi. Icing's waved off. Final minute of the first. Jesso trying to power ahead, could not. Rodchenko rims it around. Gotten to by injury, or should say St. Pierre. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher weaving his way in. Around a defender. Pivots to the backhand. Along the half wall. Leaves it for Martin. Martin on the cycle for Jesso. Jesso weaves his way into the slot. Now down low for Martin. That's broken up. Martin back to it. Battling with Stoya. Martin gets it on the half wall. He'll dump it low. Rimmed around. Knocked ahead. Gallagher intercepts. Gallagher leaves it Martin. Martin waiting with it. Sends it in front. That one deflected high. 10 seconds left. One last rush. Kosh poke checked away by Hlavak. He'll take the hit to rim it behind the cage, and that'll do it for period number 1. Bobcats got the first punch, but a counter punch from Biloxi has him up 2-1. David Petrezov scored just over 4 minutes in with his second of the season and put the Bobcats ahead of 1-0, but answers from Hugo Kosh and Ross Bartlett. Bartlett's 12th of the season, Kosh's 5th of the season. Have Biloxi ahead 1-0, or should say 2-1 after 1 period of play. Bobcats out shooting the Breakers 11-8 so far. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will let you know what's going on in that Monroe-Baton Rouge game and get you set for our With Home Services second period. 2-1 Biloxi after 1. Back with more after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin.
Yeah, 'cause I've been known to write a few songs, loving and leaving and getting too stoned. Bottle and a pistol by my side, there was always along for the ride. We ride.
It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw. Wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
We make it easy at Ashtenbach Ford and Ashtenbach Chevrolet GMC right here in Withville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Ashenbeck Ford and Ashenbeck Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family-owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Solmic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Solmic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Solmic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, Camret is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. Camret Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Wytheville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time, because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-2097-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Wytheville, Virginia. Turning Heads Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do. But Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawnCare.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the Cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall, family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
Alpha Therapy, maximizing your peak performance.
At Somic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
I've been here 16 years. If I didn't enjoy it, I would not still be here.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
People are everything, really the core of our business.
Somic America has been very supportive of me and my family.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
Sonic America manufactures ball joints for steering and suspension.
For Toyota, Subaru, and Lexus.
Every vehicle that Toyota makes in North America has our ball joints on it.
Highest quality design, the most durable design in the industry.
We continually improve our processes through innovation.
We pride ourselves on being better tomorrow than today.
We've gone from just a handful of robots in the plants to dozens of robots.
Our approach is that we really want to have the human interacting with the robot.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats trailing 2-1, entering our with home services second period. Only one other game in the Federal Prospects Hockey League to tell you about this evening. Still 5-2 our score in the second period in Baton Rouge between the Moccasins of Monroe and the Baton Rouge Zydeco. They're in the Battle of the Boot, the clash of Louisiana-led squads. And the score on the bottom right of your ticker here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network, that's one we like to see right there. Jack Hughes losing 2 teeth, but putting home the overtime winner for a 2-1 gold medal win for USA Hockey, their first since the Miracle on Ice in 1980, 46 years ago to the day. By the way, Brock Nelson is now a third-generation USA Hockey gold medalist. Brock Nelson's great uncle and uncle both won the previous 2 men's hockey gold medals. His great uncle was on the 1960 team. His uncle was on the Miracle on Ice team in 1980. And now Brock Nelson completes that trifecta. Anthony Schrum asking for some maintenance to the net area as we switch sides here for the second period. One of our referees is over at the door. So not sure what the discussion is here. There's no maintenance going on yet. The door's not open with anybody coming out. They've got the ice crew at the door talking to our referee today. And Schrum's kind of moving around at the hash marks over there. Referee coming over and having another look at the blue paint area, the goal crease. Now Robin Erickson's going over to explain what the deal is to one of the Breakers players. As Schrum looks on from the hash marks, Gallagher and Martin also looking on. The 3 of the 4 officials are inspecting the blue paint here. The linesman's in between the benches kind of monitoring things there. Still not sure what the exact issue is. Zach Ross, who is out of the game this afternoon, has now made his way to the door. Now it looks like there's some maintenance maybe being done over in the corner. Kevin Brown, our referee today, is down there in the corner. Again, right at the door, speaking through the glass to the ice crew. Now the door is opened up. Anthony Schrum speaking to the other referee. Schrum came out for the start of the period and immediately saw something that either he didn't like or he felt unsafe with. See, are they maybe going to bring on a new net here? Yep, so they're going to bring on a new net. So something amiss with the goal, the game net, so to speak, with the blue pipes. That or they're going to readjust the pegs. So maybe a bad peg? Yeah, I think that was the issue. So you saw the peg to the right post. If you're looking from behind the net, the near side post, you saw that peg laying there. So Schrum did not like the stability of that. Now he's testing it out. So something was amiss with that peg. And now they've replaced it. Both teams trying to stretch out. Now they're going to throw some snow down around the far post. You don't see this every day. Schrum continuing to stretch in between the hash marks in the high slot there. Sharma doing the splits at his end of the ice to try and stay loose. And both teams skating around and trying to stay loose during this lengthy delay to start the second period. One of the ice crew men is now inside the net. And now Schrum coming back over to try and get a sense of the progress here. Linesman is speaking to Charlie Pence Jr., letting him know what's going on. Now, Wojtek Zemlika will call over Philip Levac and Dennis Rodchenko to go over some things. Schrum now back in the blue paint. He's going to test things out once again, I believe. All right, doors closed. And we appear now ready to go after the repairs to the moorings of the net. So a bit of an inauspicious start to our With Home Services second period. Bayou shoots, waffle boarded away by Schrum, tested right off the bat. Martin fanned on the pass. Bayou shoots, and another rip that's knocked down by Schrum off the forearm. Ahead now to Gallagher. Gallagher into the zone, drags it into the middle, down low for Jesso. Jesso behind the net with it. Pivots back to the forehand, knocked down by Bartlett. Gallagher near corner, battling for it. Banks it off the wall, intercepted by Gellerman. He's hounded by Jesso. Gellerman sends it behind the net, rimmed up the wall, and Vayu will be able to get it out. Gellerman dumps it in. Schrum behind his net. Sends it ahead. Snapped back around by Levac for Erickson. Erickson banks it ahead. Not out yet. Held in. Comes on goal. Sticked away by Schrum. Bartlett intercepts. Centers. One-timer by Pikarczyk. He could not get everything he wanted to on that. Hoisted ahead to Stuckless. Now Kozyrev near side. Kozyrev Pivots it low for Stuckless. Into the middle, nobody home. Stuckless took a big hit behind the play there from Christo. Here's Hugo Kosh. Kosh into the middle. Swept away by Andrioli and out to center. And this might go for icing. And it will. Christo winning the foot race. Shots now 11-10 here in the early going of the second period. 18:36 remaining in the With Home Services second period. Biloxi wins the offensive zone draw, but intercepted by Mercurio and hoisted to center. Played by a high Biloxi stick. Picked up by St. Pierre to wave that off. Mercurio, Andrioli, far point, holds it in, shoots, redirected by Stuckless off the pad of Sharma. Kozyrev back to it. Kozyrev weaves his way into the middle. Kozyrev shoots it, gloved by Sharma, and he'll hang on to the rebound. Didn't have that completely initially, but had to. It looked like either he didn't have it or he wanted to play it forward. Kozyrev charged in after his own rebound and forced Sharma to melt that down. Two-one our score, 2 minutes in to our With Home Services second period. Now, Sharma making an adjustment to his mask, I believe, here. Looks like he's good to go. Daly to take the draw. Face off. And AJ Sleps now dropped the gloves and goes after Reller. They were talking before the draw. Reller didn't want to participate even then. And AJ Slep apparently had other ideas. Reller never dropped his mitts. He went behind the net and took cover. So AJ Schlep nonetheless is going to get a penalty. The extent of it is TBD. Reller, even in that initial conversation before the draw, did not seem interested. And AJ Slep's got 2 minutes on the board. I'm assuming for instigating. Bobcats do the Hitachi Energy power play. Mercurio down low. Pad save made by Sharma. Kozyrev almost got to the rebound on it as well. Here's Mercurio along the wall. Left it for Martin. Back down to Mercurio. Dusts it off. Kozyrev. Stuckless. Score! Beautifully done. There's a power play goal. Powered in on the goal line by Stuckless. And it's 2-2. Finally, the Bobcats converting. After going 0 for 7 on the power play this weekend prior to that, able to make it happen. $17:37 remaining here in the second, and we have a brand new game, 2-2. Andrioli. And the crowd now giving it to Brandon Reller for being unwilling to drop the gloves. Ferosith knocks the puck away here. Behind the net, Mullins backhanded ahead. Hugo Kosh. Stoya through center. Stoya forced wide, shoots it wide. Kosh to the rebound, rims it around. Flanagan stepped up on by Ferozeth. Now Pikarczyk poked away below the line. Daly run into from behind. Four-man rugby scrum dug out of there by Daly. And he'll send it off the wall and out. Mullins hoists it to center. Erickson dumps it back in. Mullins behind his own cage. Pikarczyk taps it at the red line, and it goes over the glass and out of play. So we'll get a whistle on a neutral zone draw with 16:33 to go in our With Home Services second period. Here is Jesso down low for Gallagher. Gallagher back up the wall to Jesso near side. Gallagher takes a little mini cross check from behind. Puck's kept alive for the moment. Christo digs it out from between his skates. Off the glass and not out yet. Held in by Radchenko. Back over to Gallagher. Tried to stick handle around a defender. Could not. Here's Vayu. Drop pass. Over off the side of the cage. Matthew Gellerman pulled a Nathan McKinnon and missed a wide open cage. Jesso to center. Martin off the skates of Patakin and picked up now by Erickson in the defensive zone. Tried to send it on to Gallagher, could not. Gallagher on the back check breaks it up and swings it over. Poked into the zone by Martin. Jesso and Christo come together. Christo rims it around. Patakin blows up Jesso. Thornton gets it to center. Radchenko leaves it. Stuckless dropped it back. Ripped on. Patakin tapped it away at center. And now tapped into the zone. Nice little flip rim play there by Hlavak. Banging his stick on the ice, trying to get the D-to-D feed. Radchenko's going to wait for the change to be completed, and here he comes. Radchenko on to Mercurio. Merck turns up the Jets. Far side centered. Stuckless! Oh, off the blocker of Sharma. Great setup right there, right off the rush. Mullins backhands it ahead and out to center. Stuckless is tripped up. Here's Kozarev, dropped it, Mercurio. Hlavak! Stopped by Sharma, rebound loose, and it's touched by Biloxi. AJ Schlepp with the hit from behind on Stuckless, and still going at it with the Bobcats bench. They do not appear at all interested in engaging in the Schleppian shenanigans this afternoon. So he goes to the box for a cross check with 14:32 left. And the Bobcats go to the Hitachi Energy power play when we return, tied 2-2.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Summit America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like We Ride, Everybody's an Outlaw, Wolves Cry, Beauty in the Struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. with tickets starting as low as only $19. Get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Bobcats to the Hitachi Energy power play. So we're back inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Brett Wiseman alongside you. John holding things down in the WCGX radio studios on this Sunday evening. Glad you're with us here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. 14:32 to go in our with home services second period. The Bobcats 1 for 3 so far today on the Hitachi Energy power play. Go back to it. AJ Schlepp, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Timothy St. Pierre is hounded by Pikarczyk in the defensive zone, able to move it ahead. Daly, picked off. Here's Gellerman shorthanded off the stick of Schrum. Jesso back to it, pivots away from Pikarczyk, 3-on-2. Here is Reller, drop pass. Gallagher shut down by Sharma. Gallagher on the rebound to Daly, back to Gallagher. Centers it, St. Pierre. Left side, Reller. St. Pierre flipped it, fumbled it. And now Jesso trying to send that back in front. Was skated away by Pikarczyk. Here's Gallagher. Hlavak holds the line. Reller into the slot he goes. Dropped over to Jesso. Jesso pivots with it. Martin back to Jesso. Jesso shoots it. That's blocked and stays in play. Reller hops to it. Here's Stuckless. Now Martin. Reller redirected it on goal, and Sharma able to make the stop. 13:16 to go. Now in our with home services second period. Shots now 17-10. Make that 18-10 in favor of the Bobcats. Hlavak wrists it, chest save Sharma, and he'll squeeze that. Number 19 with the 19th shot on goal of the afternoon. .38 seconds left to work with here on the man advantage. Stuckless moves it below the goal line. Mercurio ties his man up. Stuckless trying to dig it out of a multi-man rugby scrum in the far corner, and it pops loose. Carter Thornton, that is blocked by Hlavak. Now Martin, time for one more rush. 20 seconds left. Martin weaves his way into the offensive zone. Drop pass, Kozyrev. Kozyrev sets up. Here's Hlavak. Hlavak dusts it off. Circling top of the point. Now Kozyrev. Rink wide, Mercurio walks in. Backhand, Martin just wide. Rebound poked away. And we're back at full strength. Kozyrev. Wrists it, gloved by Sharma. Sharma has made a multitude of tremendous saves so far in this second period. Save for the power play goal by Stuckless. 9 shots already in the first 7:36 of the second period for the Bobcats. Andrioli ties up Koch and flicks it ahead. Bruseth at the red line. Pivots it away from a defender. Across the line he goes. Bruseth shoots it wide. Daly hops to it. The Minnesotans go to work. Daly hits the deck, keeps it alive. Down low for Bruseth. He'll weave his way into the slot. Let it go, gloved by Sharma. 11:55 to go here in this with home services second period. Shots now 10-2 so far here in the first 8:05 of the second period in favor of the Bobcats. There's a shot by Gallagher right off the draw that missed high and cleared to center. Gellerman, that's blocked by Martin. Rodchenko dropped back. St. Pierre on to Martin, a little too far. Vayu drops it back. Mullins, hounded by Gallagher, banks it to center. Rodchenko intercepts. Here comes Dennis into the zone. Down low, takes the contact from Spinelli. Rodchenko hangs on to it. To the point, Martin. Center line, goal, save made, rebound loose. They score! Gallagher digs it away from Sharma and puts it home to put the Bobcats in front, 3-2. Now Sharma got up pleading his case that he had that covered. So we'll see if Biloxi wants to challenge this. They have to assess the risk on that because you take a 2-minute penalty if you lose it. And it does not look like Charlie Pence Jr. is going to pull the trigger on the coach's challenge. Going to give him an extra second here. Bobcats back ahead 3-2. Stuckless tapped it off the glass, trying to get that into the zone. Lair Patakin, knocked away by Kozyrev, nearly had a solo break. Up the wall, Pikarczyk banked it to center. Ericsson's got it now. He took a big hit from Hugo Koch. And now a whistle. There's going to be a penalty on Koch for that. And Robin Eriksson is not pleased. Let's just say that Robin might have the height and reach advantage if those two were to tangle. I don't think that's a battle Hugo Koch wants to pick. Simply from the perspective of that being a business decision. So the Bobcats, once again, go to the Hitachi Energy power play. Here with 10:58 to go. Boarding the call on Koch. Stuckless below the goal line. On the backhand, pivots back to the forehand. Stuckless back to the backhand. Trying to ribbon around to Mercurio, intercepted and thrown down. Schrum will saucer it behind the net. Here's Levac. Here comes Martin. He'll dump it to the cross side. Rimmed around, picked off by Kozyrev. Kozyrev into the slot, shoots it, padded by Sharma and squeezed. 10:20 to go. Here in the second period, $1:22 left on the Koch boarding minor. Shots down 24-11. St. Pierre at the point. Reller on the wing. Banks it to the point, St. Pierre. Rink wide, Jesso. Reller! Gloved by Sharma. Boy, he wants one to get this crowd off his back a little bit for refusing to engage with A.J. Schlepp. He was set up for the one-timer, but the puck just was not in a good enough spot. St. Pierre, Jesso. St. Pierre at the point. Wristed in front, that's blocked and poked out. Back ahead, Jesso onside. Weaves it over to Reller. Reller shoots it, that's blocked. Stays in play. Here's Reller behind the cage. Reller over to the circle. Tried to swing it over rink wide to Jesso. That didn't work. And Reller appears to be shaken up here. Remember, he was out for the last 3 games because of an upper body injury and might have aggravated it. Here's Jesso into the zone, shoots it, waffle boarded away by Sharma. Gallagher back to it. Rink wide, Kozyrev, 15 seconds. Kozyrev outside the circle. Jesso waiting. Kozyrev, Martin, waits, score! Head fake, snipe, bottle pop, power play goal. The 5th of the weekend for the captain, 4-2. Oh, baby. That was something. Second power play goal of the afternoon. With 7 seconds left on it. We'll see if Jesso picked up an assist on that, which would be .299. Yep, there you go. Jesso picks up the primary assist, so he's at .299. Stuckless over to Redchenko, let it go, shut down by Sharma. Hoisted ahead, Mercurio. Over to Redchenko. Mercurio through center. Mercurio down low, looking for Kozyrev, gloved by Sharma, and no further play. 8:30 to go here in the second. Bobcats with 3 so far in the first 11 and a half minutes of this with home services second period, have a 4-2 lead, and we're back after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
At Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, quality isn't optional, it's tradition. From premium evergreens to trusted farm services, we deliver the highest quality and service to our customers every time. We're also buying land and looking to lease farmland now. Visit us at 2598 Walden Furnace Road in Max Meadows or call 276-233-5604. Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, growing quality from the ground up.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 8.5 to go in this with home services second period. Bobcats on top, 4-2. Reller to take the draw here. He'll win it forward, battle for it, trip a man up. We're going to play on. Certainly looked like Reller got away with one right there. Daly trying to dig this out of the corner, battling with Bartlett. Vayu able to grab it out of the zone there. Glove down and moved ahead. Reller will tap it on to center. Back in his own end, Christo. That's blocked. Here's Daly. Flipped it high. Got his own rebound, though. Shoot it again. Pad save. Rebound for Osith. Another stop by Sharma. They'll battle for it in the corner now. Dug out of there by Furoseth. To the point, Levac. Redirected by Reller. Stopped by Sharma. And now Vayu. Weaving his way all the way through multiple defenders. Sent it towards the net. That's broken up. As Erickson collided with Vayu behind the play. And now we get a whistle. They're going to get Erickson for a penalty on that. Spinelli not happy with the hit by Erickson, so he's going to go to the box. Certainly appeared to be a penalty, but not one you could fault too bad. Robbins playing his game, being physical. So for the second time today, the Bobcats go to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. with a 2-minute penalty on Erickson. Mercurio to take the draw for the Bobcats here shorthanded. With Radchenko, Andrioli, and Stuckless on this first PK unit. Pikarczyk shaking away from Mercurio. Now a rink-wide feed. Bartlett had that broken up. He'll hop to it far side. Bartlett outside the circle. Flips it to Kosh. Kosh shot blocked. Stuckless backhanded it out of danger. Now flips it away from Koch. Gets it to center and now flips it into the zone. Bobcats will change penalty kill units 30 seconds into it. Kosh through center, weaves it over. Pikarczyk shoots and Schrum pads that and drags it into his mitts to melt it down. 6:48 left here in the With Home Services second period. $1:20 left on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. That's cleared out of danger by Danny Martin. Sharma diving over to stick it down at the dot near side. Stoya will start the engine in his defensive zone. Over for Kosh. Kosh down the wing, centered it out in front. Shot blocked. Levak will rim it all the way up, around, and out. Stoya in his defensive zone is going to wheel behind the cage now and get things started. Stoya sends it on to Bartlett. Bartlett flips it over. Veilleux stick handles around St. Pierre. Couple of Quebecians going at it. Drop to Stoya. Stoya rink wide feed. Bartlett along the half wall far side, moving towards the slot. Forced wide by Levak. Levak blocks the pass. St. Pierre behind the net with it. Backhand clear was blocked. Veilleux behind the net. Pass was blocked. Thornton rips it over. Spinelli dangling on Daly. Snap to the point. Stoya shoots it. Blocked in front. Levak ate that one. Final two, final one. It's over. Erickson out of the box. And he was calling for the puck coming out of the box. Pass missed him. But, Erickson, a big reverse hit right there. And now he and Thornton looked like they wanted to go at it. Here's Trey Fisher now. Centering pass behind his intended target. Here's Radchenko on to Stuckless. Turns on the Jets near side. Powers around but taken. Centered it for Mercurio. Off a defender in front. And gloved by Sharma, making the save on his own man. With 4:53 remaining in our With Home Services second period. Shots now 30-12 in favor of the Bobcats, who lead it 4-2 the rest of period two after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. Hits like We Ride, Everybody's an Outlaw, Wolves Cry, Beauty in the Struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, This is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats leading 4-2. You're late going in the second. Pekarczyk sends it ahead for Veyu. Veyu across the line, drop pass, broken up by Mercurio. Kozyrev on to Stuckless. He's going to turn on the Jets one-on-one. Stuckless waiting, back for Mercurio. Oh my word, what a glove stop by Sharma. Are you kidding me? Centering pass, broken up by Rodchenko. Bank to center, Mercurio. Mercurio up the wing with it. Flicked it low for Stuckless. Now Pekarczyk clears it himself to center and dumps it in. Andrioli hops to it with 4 left in the middle frame. Sent it on, held in for the moment by Gellerman. Andrioli had trouble with it. Run into by Kosh. Andrioli able to keep it alive here. Rodchenko rims it around. Kosh thrown to the wall by Andrioli. And now Gallagher the other way. Gallagher across the line. He'll wait. Center it, Martin. Martin back to Gallagher off the stick of Mullins and wide. Gellerman forced wide by Erickson. Moves behind the net. Left it for someone, but no one was there. Cleared to center by Gallagher. Pass tipped away by Jesso. Soccered on by Gallagher. Jesso has it poked away by Declan Flanagan. Oh, Kosh. Big reverse hit on him by Erickson. He was able to keep his feet, though. And poked out of the scrum as Erickson trying to exchange some shoves there. Now on to Martin. Martin centers it. Jesso a little behind him. He's got it. Here's Jesso weaving his way through to the fence. Shot it just wide. Lavak to the point. Held it in for the moment. And still in the zone. Bobcats looking to change here, and they will. Stretch pass will go on goal, so no icing, and Schrum is going to be forced to hang on to it. Breakers credited with a shot on goal on that. Schrum will take the extra save. (31-13) are the shots, with 2:32 to go in our With Home Services second period. And a 4-2 lead for the Bobcats. Bobcats win the defensive zone draw. Held in near point by Patakin. He'll center it. That's broken up. Kosh moves it behind the cage. Pinned up by Lavak. Trying to dig it away there. It's off Erickson. And now picked up by the Bobcats. Furuseth could not clear. Kosh centers. Nice read by Lavak, and now moved ahead. Here's Jesso. Into the zone he goes. Weaving his way into the slot. Shot blocked. Looking for point number 300. Here's Jesso once again. Weaving with it. Down low. Redirected by Daly and stopped by Sharma. Shots now 32-13 with $1:55 left in this With Home Services second period. Bobcats leading this one 4-2. Tie up off the draw. Able to pinball it to center. Here's Veyu trying to stick handle his way around St. Pierre. Comes to Pekarczyk, whose shot is stopped by Schrum on the backhand. $1:40 to go. Christo shoots. Chest save made by Schrum, and he'll hang on to that with 1:36 left in the second. Shots down 32-15 with 96 seconds left in the With Home Services second period. Daly to take the draw here. And it's blown dead. Linesman says that's his bad, so we'll do it again. Daly wins the redo, and Rodchenko will break it out himself. Dennis to center. Dennis into the offensive zone, backhands it low off the stanchion. Reller trying to hop to it. Bartlett clears to center. St. Pierre. Rodchenko ripped on to Daly. Daly weaving his way over. Now Feruseth. Feruseth goes rink wide. Glove down by Spinelli, or I should say Veyu. Mullins. Veyu had it picked off. Now Feruseth pivots it away. Centers it. Daly, oh, just hopped off his twig. Final minute of period 2. Daly a good hit in front of the bench. That comes on goal. Shrum's not going to take any chances. He'll melt it down with 49.5 to go. Shots now 32-16 in favor of the Bobcats, leading this one 4-2. Coming down the stretch of this With Home Services second period. Now Mercurio, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Mercurio hoists it over. Kozyrev trying to race to it. Pinned up by Stoya. Dug out of the scrum. Kozyrev is held up, but we play on. Kosh into the zone, weaving his way low. Track-handed it over off the skate of, I believe, Lavak. They're Patakin. Oh, that's picked off. Stuckless the other way. 20 seconds. Kozyrev into the slot, dragging. Oh, lost the handle. One too many moves. Now leaking behind the defense. Lavak run into. Flanagan sent it ahead to Thornton, but Lavak got back to break it up, and Mercurio kills the remainder of the With Home Services second period, which the Bobcats win 3-0 and lead it 4-2 after 2. They trail 2-1, remember, after 1. Anthony Schrum had to make some big stops, but the Bobcats out-shooting Biloxi 21-8 in that With Home Services second period. Shots were 11-8 Bobcats after 1. They put up 21 in the second, and now out-shooting Biloxi, doubling them in shots, 32-16 after 2, leading 4-2. It all started with the power play goal from Nick Stuckless. And then Danny Martin answering with a power play goal of his own, his 5th marker of the weekend. And that is where we stand, 4-2 after 2. We'll take a timeout, come back and let you know what's going on in that Monroe-Baton Rouge game down on the other end of the bayou at the Raising Cane's River Center. And get you set for Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. 4-2 Cats after 2. The final 20 minutes coming up right after this.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Summit America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
We make it easy at Ashtonbeck Ford and Ashtonbeck Chevrolet GMC right here in Wytheville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Ashtonbeck Ford and Ashtonbeck Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family-owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Solmic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Solmic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Solmic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, Services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, CamRed is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. CamRet Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Wytheville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time, because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-2097-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Wytheville, Virginia. Turning Heads Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do. But Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawn.care.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the Cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
Alpha Therapy, maximizing your peak performance.
At Somic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
I've been here 16 years. If I didn't enjoy it, I would not still be here.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
People are everything, really the core of our business.
Somic America has been very supportive of me and my family.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
Sonic America manufactures ball joints for steering and suspension.
For Toyota, Subaru, and Lexus.
Every vehicle that Toyota makes in North America has our ball joints on it.
Highest quality design, the most durable design in the industry.
We continually improve our processes through innovation.
We pride ourselves on being better tomorrow than today.
We've gone from just a handful of robots in the plants to dozens of robots.
Our approach is that we really want to have the human interacting with the robot. The machine and the robot relies on human interface.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
There are so many opportunities here.
Over the last 18 years, I've held 8 different positions.
I started as a 19-year-old kid, and since then I've held 7 to 8 different positions, and now I head an entire department.
With each step, there's obviously training.
They'll train you on what you need to know and how to run the machine.
We do not set anyone up to fail.
I would say 85% of the people in the technical support management side of the business at one point started their career running a machine.
The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
Everyone wants everyone to succeed, especially upper level management.
You have a chance to move up and down. You have a 401k, insurance, and you can have vacation.
Back here in Biloxi, getting set for our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. See there at the bottom of your screen an update from Baton Rouge. Monroe has blown it open 8-2. In the third period of that one from the Raising Cane's River Center. Underway in our Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Erickson sends it ahead, redirected up and out of play by Dustin Jesso, and a foot race for the Souvenir there. 8 seconds into our third period. So we'll drop it at center once again. And away we go. Flavak sends it into the zone. Sharma way out of his net to play that. Now rimmed back around. Gallagher chasing after it. Spinelli over to Flanagan. Picked up at center by Erickson. Flipped on to Martin. Now Jesso rims it in and around to the far side. Gallagher hops to it, and that pass is blocked. Into the slot it goes. Score! Jesso! There's number 300 for Dustin Jesso. His 300th FPHL point. 39 seconds into the third. Number 300 for number 14. You love to see it. Somebody grab that puck. And Martin heads over to the scorer's box. Make sure to grab that. He'll race over to the bench. And the Bobcats have a 3-goal lead. The goal from Jesso, his 20th of the season and his 18th since joining the Bobcats, is Schrum able to make the stop. Mercurio wins the draw in the defensive zone. And Kozirev able to snap it to center. Stoya back to Christo. Mullins sets up behind his own cage. He'll pivot on Stuckless and try and get set up here. Stretch pass. Kosh wins the foot race to nullify icing. Here's Pikarczyk. He'll bank it to the point. Mullins dragging, shooting. Waffle boarded away by Schrum and chopped out to center. Sent into the zone by Mullins. Both teams will make changes here on the fly as St. Pierre will pick it up behind his own cage. And Brandon Riller will again hear it from the crowd here in Mississippi. Daly trying to tap that into the zone. Look out. Up into section 19. 18:09 to go in this Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Bobcats win the draw. Erickson, Redchenko tapped into the zone by Veroseth. Veroseth gets it in. Now Patakin rims it around. Thornton snapped over for A.J. Schlepp. And Erickson moves it carefully away from him. Back to Erickson. Now on to Daly. Tapped through center. Fisher over to Brendan Spinelli. He'll move behind his own cage. Watched by Veroseth. Now for Patakin on the D-to-D pass. Lair Patakin sends it ahead. Nicely intercepted by Reller. Threw it off of Spinelli indirectly and inadvertently. And it goes into the Bobcats bench, out of play. We get a whistle with 17:31 remaining here in the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. And we'll drop it at center. Here is St. Pierre. Timothy St. Pierre dumps it into the cross side. Mullins banks it ahead, not out. Held in by LeVlock, redirected just wide by Jesso. Jesso now behind the net. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher weaving his way into the slot, knocked off the puck. Comes to center. Gallagher drops it back, St. Pierre. He'll send it into the cross side once again. Martin and Jesso are going to chase after it. Here is Mullins. Up the wall and out all the way down. It will not go far enough for icing. St. Pierre wheels back in his own end, sends it behind the net. Redchenko rims it ahead to Gallagher. Gallagher, rink-wide feed onto Jesso. Jesso taps it into the zone. Christo up to Kosh. Kosh over to Spinelli. Spinelli across the line. Bartlett just barely touched that back foot up to stay onside. Gallagher able to pitchfork it over to Redchenko. Now Dennis maneuvers his large frame through center, dragging and shooting, missing high over the glove of Sharma, held in by David Pedrazov, who had the first goal of the contest. Pass broken up by Mercurio, swept away by Stoya. Redchenko into the defensive zone now. Back inside the circles. Lost a handle on it for a moment, but now snaps it over. And flicked ahead on the bank pass, but sent back in by Biloxi. Redchenko behind the cage here. Fakes the pass, maneuvers to center, hits the red line, finds some space, shoots it, waffle boarded down by Sharma. Puck's loose and now chipped ahead. Thornton 1-on-2. Slap shot off the stick of Erickson and into the next area code, out of play. All the way up onto the upper concourse. And a young fan from D'Iberville, Mississippi, heads up there to grab that puck. Breakers win the ozone draw, but too hot to handle, and dumped back in here by Flanagan. Hlavak pins up Fisher. Veroseth in there as well, dug out by Daly. And now pitchforked away by Thornton. He'll power his way in. Ho-ho! Schrum! Glove save! Holy jumping. Ring 10 bells for that federal felony of a glove stop. And having words with Thornton there is Schrum for the extra whack. Granted, the referee was a little late to blow that dead. And the referees, we might be looking at this. They're over at the scorer's box about something here. I don't know if it's a timing issue or if maybe they're going to review this. Not sure the reason there, but we'll play on. Bobcats win the D-zone draw, but it's picked off here. Centering pass off the side of the cage. Bartlett pulled the McKinnon again. Thornton tied up by Hlavak, able to send it to the point, redirected high by Bartlett once more. Daly snaps it ahead, held in by Patakin. Patakin shoots, that's blocked by Reller. Veruseth on to Reller. He'll move his way ahead, one-on-one. Now a two-on-one. Reller shoots and misses high. Breakers with numbers the other way. Thornton drop past Bartlett. Bartlett pivots on Daly. Shoots wide. Fisher could not get it out. Now Jesso speeds the other way. Snaps his way around Mullins. Backhands it behind the net. Back to the forehand. Left it in the middle. Broken up. Here's St. Pierre. He's tripped up. Penalty upcoming. And there's the touch by Spinelli. 14:05 to go in the third. And the sixth Hitachi Energy power play of the evening coming up right after this.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America concert series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like We Ride, Everybody's an Outlaw, Wolves Cry, Beauty in the Struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats leading 5-2, and another Hitachi Energy power play upcoming. Trey Fisher has got 2 minutes for tripping. Mercurio to the point, Hlavak. Now back to Mercurio, into the circle, shooting off the glove of Sharma. Kozyrev handles this, centering pass deflected. Comes to Mercurio indirectly. Between the legs of Gellerman, Hlavak snaps it low, Stuckless. Stuckless crossing past Mercurio, back to the point, Hlavak trying to go back down low for Mercurio. That was broken up and cleared by Biloxi. 30 seconds gone on the man advantage. Schrum will leave it behind the net. Philip Hlavak sends it on. Martin rink wide. Here's Stuckless. Stuckless into the zone. Drops it for Mercurio. Mercurio down low. Kozyrev trying to go back in front for Stuckless. Off the pad of Sharma and out. And now Thornton shorthanded. He's in. Shot it high. And it stays in play. Mercurio drops it. Hlavak on to Martin. Snapped over to Kozyrev. Kozyrev trying to center it. Gallagher shot it just wide. Held in by St. Pierre with the skate. St. Pierre on the far side, trying to get set up, poked away by Thornton back to center. Mercurio, 35 seconds on the Hitachi Energy power play. And as you can probably tell from the reaction of the crowd, Brandon Reller is part of the second power play unit. Brought ahead by Gallagher across the line. He'll maneuver his way into the slot with it. One-timer blocked off the stick of Sharma. That was let go by St. Pierre. Cleared out, 10 seconds. With 5. This should do it for the power play. On to Reller with 2 with 1, and that will do it. Here's Reller. Sends it into the middle for Daly. Down the wall, Jesso. Jesso working on Flanagan. Throws it to the point. Shot redirected in front, never got on goal. Daly to the rebound. Off the near post. Daly almost had number 6. Jesso pivots. Outside the circle. Down low. Pinned up by Flanagan. Trying to dig it out of there. Daly's got it now. Daly into the slot he goes. Battling through the defense. St. Pierre. Snap back to the point. Daly. Jesso. Reller. Powers in. Sticked away by Stoya. Centered it. But St. Pierre couldn't quite get to it. Jesso peels away from his man. Weaving through the changing breakers. Jesso waiting. Drops it back. Shoots. Reller redirected it. And it never got on goal. Jesso back to it. Pocket picked by Veilleux. He'll try the self-bank. That didn't work. Picked off to Okosh. Drop back Stoya. Stoya never got the shot away. And now Spinelli can't hold the line. Tapped into the zone. Stoya had that blocked. Rodchenko and Veilleux behind the net. Veilleux's run into by Daly. Dug free. Daly pins up Kosh. Kosh below the goal line. To the circle. Drops it to Spinelli, who's run into by Daly and then runs over Rodchenko. Daly pinned up by Veilleux. Puck's loose. Daly tied up now. Gets it ahead to Furuseth. Furuseth stretched on. Almost had Podrazov, but it's picked off by Patakin. Puck's loose at center. Overskated by Martin. Kosh knocked away by Rodchenko. Rodchenko will fake him out here and power it to center. Take a slash from Stoya that he got away with. Knocked away, and Stoya able to send it in. Bartlett pivots, rims it around. Gellerman centers it. Picked off by Podrazov. Podrazov banks it ahead. Here's Martin with Furuseth to his right. Martin drags it in, sending it towards the net. Couldn't find Furuseth. Nearly held in by Stuckless. Now Furuseth forced back into his defensive zone. Sends it over. Robin Erickson. He'll start the engine. Erickson stretches it ahead a little bit behind Martin. He brought it across the line. Onside play. Martin centers. Erickson shot blocked. Here's Hlavak. Hlavak waiting. Down low, Kozyrev. Center score! Tic-tac-toe, Stucks, 6-2. Second of the game for Stuckless. 6 is a serious number for the second night in a row. And the Bobcats now have a 4-goal lead. Shots now 38-21. Stuckless with his 16th and now 17th of the season. Kozyrev on to Mercurio. Mercurio weaving away with Stuckless, and a little miscommunication there. Offside, and that'll take us to a media timeout. 8:46 left. Bobcats out in front by 4, 6-2. Coming down the stretch after this.
Withville, Virginia, coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Back here in Biloxi, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats leading 6-2 with 8:46 left. Neutral zone draw won by the Breakers. Kozirev works it away, centers it. Mercurio, oh, missed just high, stays in play. Kozirev settles this down. To the point he goes with it. What a move, battling through the contact. Swings it into the middle. Mercurio couldn't get it on goal. And now cleared to center. Andrioli able to dump it back in away from A.J. Schlepp. Now a stretch pass broken up at center. Kozirev snapped it back ahead. Here's Stuckless. He had it poked away. Trey Fisher picks it up at center. Fisher drops it over. Thornton's pass or shot, one of the two, is blocked. Stuck up underneath the equipment of Andrioli. Pops loose. Fisher had his pocket picked. Soccer to the point. That shot misses wide of the blocker side of Schrum. Kozirev pivoting with it. 1-on-2 in the corner. Lost the handle on it. Turned it over. Now Pikarczyk, nicely defended by St. Pierre and Kozirev. Forced back to center. 7:40 remaining in this Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Dumped in. St. Pierre's got to look out there. 2 road weekends in a row, he's been struck by errant dump-ins in the dome. And got that one out. Here is Christou. He'll dump it in. Foot race for it. St. Pierre hops to it behind the cage. Rims it around to Reller. Reller. Now Daly. Banks it on Furuseth. Furuseth. Speeding into the zone, wraps back of the cage. Furuseth forced wide, snaps it over to Erickson. Erickson, Daly redirected it just wide. Daly and Furuseth working away near side. Erickson fakes it, takes it, and stopped by Sharma. 6:50 remaining in the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Bobcats trying to close this one out with under 7 minutes to go. They've been able to wear the Breakers down over the course of this contest. Just barely over the line, so the Bobcats have to reset here, but they got numbers coming back into the offensive zone. Martin lost the handle. 3-on-2 coming the other way. Gellerman shoots, patted away by Schrum. Maneuvered behind the net. Here's Martin. He turned it over. Bartlett, that's deflected by Gallagher. diving play, redirected high by Gellerman, and out of play. And a young fan from Kiln, Mississippi is able to pick that one up and take himself home a souvenir. Oddly enough, on our way home, on our way down, we passed Kiln, Mississippi, which, in case you don't know, Kiln with an N, hometown of Brett Favre, which, oddly enough, the exit on the interstate, you guessed it, exit 4. File under things you can't make up. Here's Slovak, far side in the corner, digs that away from a forechecking breaker. Here comes Dustin Jesso. Oh, baby, look out. Jesso backhanded it off the shoulder of Sharma. And that is going to be cleared down for icing. Dustin Jesso used his human shell controller mode again. He pressed the activate button on the controller. And a move that actually looked more common on a football field than it did on the ice. Bartlett wins the defensive zone draw. Gellerman unable to control. Gallagher centered for Jesso in the middle. He'll head fake, shake and bake. And now drag it back away from a defender. Here's Jesso going to work. Into the zone he goes. Outside the circle. Trying to center it for Gallagher. That went behind the net. Bartlett tied up by Gallagher and Jesso. Jesso's got it. He'll pivot in front, and Sharma knocked the net off its moorings. That did not necessarily look inadvertent, as Jesso appeared to have him beat going to the backhand. We've seen that movie before, so had Sharma. Perhaps it was inadvertent, but we're using our context clues here and the power of inference to come to the conclusion that that may or may not have been inadvertent. Here's Mercurio. He will shoot. That one's blocked. Got his own rebound. Outside the circle. One-timer. Stuckless looking for a second straight weekend of a hat trick. Stopped by Sharma. Stuckless back to it. Shot it just wide. Tipped by Mercurio. Off the wall. Veyu banked back ahead. Pedrazov sends it over onside. Shot by Stuckless. Stopped. And Sharma's going to cover it with 4:58 to go. Our final media timeout of the weekend. 6-2 Bobcats. We're back after this. Clash of the Cats weekend, February 27th to March 1st at Hitachi Energy Arena between your Blue Ridge Bobcats and the PD Ice Cats. First up is a Pepsi Family 4-Pack Friday. 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 hot dogs, and 4 popcorns for just $60. Saturday features a free team photo poster to the first 500 fans, a post-game autograph session, and natural light draft for just $5. Free admission to kids 12 and under for Sunday's game on Kids Day Sunday. Get tickets now at BlueRidgeBobcats.com/tickets or 276-335-2100.
Withville, Virginia. Coming for the Sonic America Concert Series at Hitachi Energy Arena on July 11th. Country music star Brian Martin. It's like we ride, everybody's an outlaw, wolves cry, beauty in the struggle, and more. With over 700 million streams on Spotify and over 100 million views on YouTube, this is a show you can't miss. With tickets starting as low as only $19, get tickets online at HitachiEnergyArena.com or at the Arena box office or by calling 276-335-2100.
Real damn tough, you take them scars and you call them.
Back here in Biloxi, coming down the stretch, 4:58 to go. In the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period, Bobcats ahead 6-2. Right off the draw, here's Stuckless. Pedrazov, that stopped. Puck still loose. Here's Mercurio. Shoots it. Stopped by a defender in front. Sharma still down. Podrazov trying to get untangled from him. Sharma's without his goal stick. Here's Stuckless battling for it. Finally, Biloxi able to clear it. And Sharma able to recollect his goal twig. Schlepp shot blockered away by Schrum. Mercurio sends it to center. Here's Thornton. Spin move, that didn't work. Podrazov off the skate of a breaker at center. Schlepp had it broken up. Sent on to Mercurio. Mercurio into the zone. Slams on the brakes. Centered, Furuseth. Furuseth dropped it. Reller score! They won't be chirping him after that one. A rocket into the back of the net. 7-2. Furuseth came flying into the high slot. Got the pass right on the tape from Mercurio, and Brandon Reller unleashed a heat-seeking missile of a 1T to kick the extra point and put the Bobcats in front, now 7-2. With 4:04 to go. Bobcats wanted to make sure they buttoned everything up and didn't make it as tight as last night, and they have more than done that. Banked out. Reller forechecking here on Christo. Christo sends it ahead. It's broken up for the moment now, cleared out. Here's Pikarczyk over to Kosh. Kosh. That pass is blocked. Bobcats dig it away. Reller banks it ahead for Useth. He's got it. Reller, one more, score! How do you like that? 2 for number 22 in less than a minute. And it is 8-2 Bobcats. Two in 38 seconds for Brandon Reller. His 13th and 14th of the season. Flanagan dumps it in. Redchenko far side. That's picked off by Bartlett. Centered, Vayu scores. And does the stick spin silly. Has a little bit of life for Biloxi. Vayu puts home his 4th of the season. .311 remaining now. Bobcats win the draw, 3:10 to go. Erickson. Back from Redchenko. Flipped on to Jesso. Jesso banks this around a defender. Gets it below the goal line. It's loose. Martin trying to force it to the slot. Could not. Here's Vayu. Vayu. Stick lifted from behind. Able to maneuver it low. Wallpapered by Redchenko. Gallagher's going to pivot back with it. Fake out a forechecking breaker. Start the engine in charge ahead. Rink wide feed picked off. Thornton, 3-on-2. Vayu once again missed high. Jesso banked onto Martin. Here he comes 1-on-1. Martin weaves his way into the slot. Oh, tried to get fancy and drag it around a defender. Could not. Picked up at center. And Reller did not touch that. So we'll stay, or Stuckless, I should say, did not touch that. Here's a break the other way for Thornton. Nicely defended by Philip Levac. Jesso. Remember, Stuckless on hat trick watch here. Jesso snaps it over Mercurio. He'll wait, he'll shoot. Chested down by Sharma. Stuckless wins it away from Spinelli. They're tied up. Hoisted ahead. Jesso holds it in. Sends it low, looking for a tip from Mercurio. Couldn't get to it. $1:40 to go. Christo dumps it in behind the cage. Fisher centers, broken up. AJ Schlepp hops to it and sends it down and around. Fisher tied up behind the cage, pops it out of there to Thornton, who swings it to the point. Christo. Now AJ Schlepp lost the handle before he could get the shot away. Tied up by Petrasov. Here's Fisher, and he shoots it. And it goes up and into the crowd out of play as A.J. Schlepp with some more pushing and shoving. And linesmen will come in and take care of that. Thornton now continuing to go at it. I think that's Stuckless he was jawing with. Again, first 2 of 6 over the next month plus. Biloxi comes to Blue Ridge in 3 weeks. Or in 2 weeks, I should say. Or no, it is 3 weeks away. Mid-March. And then the Bobcats will be back here in Biloxi, and they are going to throw A.J. Schlepp out of the hockey game. That might be more for his own good than anything else, because remember, if you get an aggressor penalty in the final 5 minutes, it's an automatic 1-game suspension. Upon review, of course. If the review were to determine that the aggressor penalty were incorrectly enforced, then that suspension's rescinded. Hugo Koch, final minute of play. Koch sends it in front. That's blocked by Karchik. With a minute to go, shoved off it by Erickson. Flipped ahead, Flanagan dumps it back in. St. Pierre will get to it. St. Pierre ahead for the beat. Petrasov. Petrasov, had it knocked away. Stoya shoots, patted away by Schrum. 10-minute misconduct on A.J. Schlepp. 35 seconds, Flanagan shoots, redirected wide. Mercurio over to St. Pierre. St. Pierre now on to Petrasov. Petrasov dragging, shooting, chested down by Sharma. 24.1 remaining. Shots 48-26 now in favor of the Bobcats. Can't pin this one on Rule Sharma if you're a Breakers fan. Stopped 40 of 48. And there's been another penalty assessed. It's to Mike Mercurio. Now, he might have a misconduct here. So that's going to force the faceoff all the way back down to the other end. I saw the T signal. And Mercurio's gone. Not sure what's going on there. Huh. So now McHugh's going to go over and serve this penalty. On goal it goes. Schrum shovels it away. Reller off the glass and out. Final 15. Stretch pass. by Karchik. Tied up in the corner with 6, with 5. Erickson a poke. Centering pass broken up. Reller, one-timer, pad save. Schramm at the horn. That will do it. That is a Bobcat winner and a weekend sweep. And Schramm heads off with the victory in hand. Bobcats will get out of here with a sweep. 14 goals on the weekend combined. They win at 8-3 and outshoot Biloxi 48-26. And have overtaken third place in the Empire Division. With 3 points this afternoon, your Bobcats now 1 up on the Topeka Scarecrows. 66 standings points to 65 for Topeka. A big one tonight. Warm up the bus, boys. We're coming home with our 4th win in a row. One more time, the final, 8-3. We'll see you back at home next weekend for a 3-gamer with PD.